Hello everyone. So I received an email recently, email comment about my video, The Art of Masturbation. And I want to go ahead and share some of that email with you because I want to respond to a question that was posed to me. The email says, "Hi, I want to share my opinion about this topic. I am happy to write to someone who is a Christian. I struggle with this problem and many times I pray to God about what I should do and how to overcome it. Maybe the story will be weird for you, but it is true. One day I made my decision to stop masturbating, and I didn't do it for a few days. I tried this many times. I noticed that I have a Then I noticed that I had a horrible pain in my testicles. First of all, I thought that I had cancer. I even visited a doctor andrologist. If you don't know, this is a doctor for a men's specialist for testicles, and after he checked everything, he gave me advice: if you feel this pain, masturbate very strong. I couldn't believe it. I was happy because I was healthy, no cancer. But when I heard this advice, I felt weird and went to another doctor to double check, and he said the same. My question is: have you ever had a similar experience, or maybe have you heard about that someone had that? What do you think? First of all, thank you so much for the question and for your openness on this particular issue on my video, The Art of Masturbation. What you're talking about is what is commonly referred to as blue balls or the blue ball syndrome. Now, according to Discovery Health, blue balls is the slang term referring to testicular aching that may occur when the blood that fills the vessel in the male's genital area during sexual arousal is not dissipated by an orgasm. And the blue tint that it causes that appears when the blood engorges the vessels in the testicles. Now, the gist of your email is you want to quit, you wanted to stop, and therefore you've been trying and you've been trying, and when you tried and you found out that you thought that you have testicular cancer. Now, there's two issues here at hand that I can see. Number one is lust, and number two is self-control. First of all, lust is an unbridled sexual desire or a long craving that we have. And you know, Jesus did talk about this in Matthew chapter 5, verse 27 to 30th. And he says that if you lust after a woman, or if a woman lusts after a man, they already in their heart have committed adultery or fornication. And so that's the first issue, lust. We have to deal with those thoughts. If we're concentrating in our mind in having those kind of thoughts, then it leads to different things. For example, number one, it will lead to watching pornography, and that is corruption of the mind. And number two, it could lead to homosexuality, which is perversion of the mind. And then after it goes from the mind, it goes into the physical, and therefore we wanna avoid that. So after we deal with the lust, we also want to deal with self-control. Self-control is very important because if you are a Christian or you have become a Christian, that was taken care of at the cross. If we look at Galatians chapter 5 verse 22, it says, "But the fruit of the Spirit," the fruit, when we become saved or born again Christians, the Holy Spirit comes and lives within us, and then it has fruits. Some of the fruits you see in chapter 5 in Galatians verse 22 says is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, self-control. Against such there is no law. Self-control. So it shouldn't be a task because the Holy Spirit gives us the power of self-control. You know, some other instances that we can come across and be encouraged to have to go into masturbation can be because of loneliness. We're lonely and we want to feel the wanting of being with somebody else, and maybe working the imagination is going to bring us to that place. Also, the way of escape. You know, maybe if we're not feeling good within ourselves, maybe we're feeling depressed, we want to feel good, and we want to do that physically, and that can lead to masturbation. But I'm going to give you 4 ways that we can overcome that. Number one is prayer. Prayer. Number one is prayer. Pray, pray, pray. Pray to the Lord that He may give you self-control. Take away those lustful feelings and thoughts out of your mind. Stay away from friends that look at pornography and do pornography, talk about sex all the time. And let's fill our heads and our hearts with constructive ideas, constructive things, and constructive things that we see. Uh, Number two is we might want to lie down. You know, these are easy physical examples. We might lie down and take a cold shower, and also physical exercise. Either it be riding a bicycle, running, playing a sport, or even climbing the stairs. And this is gonna go ahead and take care of those that lust that we've been having. And so I hope that helps. May God bless you.